A car booby-trapped by police in London made one thief look like a nuclear mutant, alien or villain from a superhero movie. Police say when the suspect broke into the car and stole a laptop and some other items, he was sprayed with an invisible liquid called smart water. Police later picked him up, took his mugshot, and took another ultraviolet light, under the UV light. The liquid made him appear green.
A Ninja Turtle.
Well, kind of. The smart water is nearly impossible, they say, to wash out of clothing, and it can stay on the skin for weeks as well.
Where are you going?
That's one way to outsmart people, isn't it?
Is that what you're announcing, Bob?
We're going to demonstrate on Megan real quick what this green water looks like.
Yes. I'd love that, please.
Police say the deterrent has led to a 40% drop in street robbery and an 80% drop in burglary.
It's like the color run, only they don't realize it.
That's sneaky.
We may see
trying to run.
It's about time people were outsmarting these criminals.
That's true. Well, we'll see how much that spreads. Well, a Korean graphic designer and former NSA employee has created 4 new fonts he says could help protect your privacy online. Those fonts are called ZXX and reportedly are unhackable. Each one uses a different optical trick to make them difficult to read by text scanning software. The designer, Sang Moon, worked with the NSA during his time in the Korean military. He says recent events like the NSA leak prompted him to act. He says the fonts may not be completely effective, but he hopes that they'll alert people to the issues of digital surveillance.
Okay, see, I get it, but then can we read them to be able to...
Picky.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to take me an extra 10 minutes now to buy concert tickets whenever you have to type in that thing
It already
online.
takes sometimes, because you get it wrong a lot. Or if you have to have the sound, you can press the sound one.
It's another way to outsmart criminals or hackers, but it makes our lives more difficult.
Yes, thanks to the criminals.
We can't even, get into stuff now.
Yeah.
Okay.
First world problems right there.
No kidding.
We'll have another check of the forecast coming up after the break. You're watching KRCG 13 live at Sunrise.
Well, do you post pictures of your food online?
Sometimes.
It may be annoying to some people, but it can also pay off. At a Chicago restaurant, Bang Bang Pie, that's the restaurant, customers there can snap pictures of their orders and post them on Instagram or other social media, and they get a free pastry, as long as they can prove they have 500 or more followers. Another Chicago restaurant offers free tarts at weekend brunches to those snappers who can prove that they have more than 1,000 followers. And in New York, a restaurant discourages the use of cell phones unless diners are posting photos to Instagram.
It makes sense.
It's promotion.
Right.
Yeah.
And people get so annoyed when, you see the pictures of their food and stuff. But then, hey, if you're getting something free for it, and then the business is getting their name out there more.
Yeah. I'd just be tempted to take a picture of the empty plate myself.
Let's hope the photographers are making it look appealing,
I see you have to be popular, though, to get the free pastry.
Right.
Also, I mean, one follower.
Yeah, if you've only got 30 friends, apparently you're out of luck.
That's right.
Aren't you?
No free food. Well, speaking of food, the time it takes to get through a restaurant drive-thru is taking longer this year. An annual study by fast food industry trade publication QSR Magazine measures the average drive-thru speed from order to pickup at 7 major fast food restaurants. You think they do this all around the country? I don't know how accurate this is. But anyway, the study found the average drive-thru wait is nearly 181 seconds, about 8 seconds slower compared to last year's average. And that's Chick-fil-A was the slowest.
Really?
An average time of nearly 204 seconds. Wendy's was the fastest. Their average time waiting in line is about 134 seconds. So there you go. Couple minutes difference almost.
That surprises me.
Busier drive-through lanes and more complex new products being offered are mostly to blame for the longer waits in line.
For that extra 60 seconds.
I would have thought that, like, Steak and Shake would have. I mean, they're notorious.
They're not national, though, so.
Oh, well, I guess that would be.
There you go.
I wonder how long that wait is usually.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But nice of you to call them out.
I know, sorry.
She's like,
I wait longer because they make it right then. And
That's true. Oh, sure.
oh, yeah.
Well,
I don't know.
It's not a bad thing if it takes long, because it probably means it's fresher.
That's what I was going to say. How do you feel about that?
And
Can you really
would
be angry?
expect it at certain places.
yeah, if they hand it right to you, right
You're
when
like,
you
how
order
long has
it,
that been sitting
yeah.
there? Great.
What heat lamp was that under?
Right.
Yeah. Well, here's a look at who's celebrating a birthday right here in the heart of Missouri.
We weren't talking about any of our sponsors.
No.